So today we're going to be changing out a toilet. Not everybody probably knows how to change a toilet, so we're going to do that. We're going to show you in steps and a few different things. So what we have here is a toilet, just typical normal, and we're going to be changing it out. So how we start this, first of all, is we will actually turn off the tap that's right there. Sometimes they're stuck, and if they're stuck or we're trying to turn them off and they might leak at touch, who knows. We want to turn that off. We might need to use a pair of pliers. We might have to use a pair of pliers if for some reason the valve doesn't want to go. However, you have to keep in mind that that little valve is actually made out of plastic. And if you actually apply too much pressure, it will break on you. So sometimes you're better off to go and turn off the main, and then from there, when you've turned off the main, then you can actually just detach the whole thing all in there and then remove the whole braid. So what we're going to do to start off is we're going to turn it off right away. This one's nice and loose, so we're good. That's turned off, and now we have no more water accessing the top of our toilet. Okay. So from here, now I can flush, and I'll flush this. And as it's flushed, there's no more water coming in to the actual toilet. However, there's still a lot of water that stayed because our float didn't stay up. There you go. Why do we do this? Well, for one, what we've done is we've eliminated all this water that we have to deal with. And we've also eliminated having to deal with all the water that is in the bowl. We are actually going to be reduced to just a smaller amount of water. Okay. So now that I've actually done all this, what I'm going to do is I am going to use a pail. So I bring in a pail of water, or a pail, and then I use a sponge. Now, there are different tricks for emptying out all the water because you have to make sure all the water is out before you can actually remove the toilet and take it off its base. But to do that, different tricks. What are the different tricks? Well, some people use a small shop vac that they've dedicated to toilet water. All right, you don't be using it for other things. That's not what you want to do. Now, some people have used, when they don't have access to a sponge, they've actually just brought in just a rag. If you have to, you can use a rag. Okay. So in the meantime, I just use a sponge. It's usually a little faster, and I prefer it that way. So there you go. All right. And then this way here, we can clean up all the water as we go. Make sure that it is actually all emptied out. Empty out all of your water. Once the water is done, what we're going to do at that point is we're going to start on the bottom of your toilet bowl. What you have there, is you will actually have some bolts. The bolts are actually underneath this. Well, I can't take it off just by hand, so we're going to go and get our handy dandy screwdriver. All right, or this could work. And what else? I have a flat screwdriver here that can work also. So here we go. Let's see if we can pop it off with this first. There you go. That's done. Now all I need there is I can use a small crescent. All right, and I can just unbolt this. So once this is unbolted, this is undone. Because once I remove the water from the bowl, from the tank, then I'll be able to unscrew this. Once I unscrew this, there's no more water here. There's no more water in this bowl, and we're ready to unbolt. And it'll be as easy as just pulling it up off of that at that point.